To have an international player win the best player in the world is just fantastic. We have a vision for both our Hyundai A-League and Westfield W-League to be world-class football competitions, and to have the best player in the world playing in the Westfield W-League is just a great story for the competition and great for all footballers and female footballers in Australia. We look around the world, what's happened in the Westfield W-League over the last few seasons is it has become one of the prominent competitions in the world, and we're attracting more and more international talent. We're also producing better and better Australian players. Obviously, our Matildas, the current Asian Cup champions, and they'll be looking forward to the World Cup and the defence of the Asian Cup soon. So both in terms of the Australian players playing and the international players coming over, the Westfield W-League is going from strength to strength. Well, I think what's happened, whether it be the Westfield W-League or the Hyundai A-League, is that the international players that are huge professionals are really showing our youngsters the way and teaching them what it takes to become a full-time professional footballer. And you talk to the players at Sydney FC who are playing around Alessandra Del Piero, and you talk to the players at Brisbane Roar in the W-League who are playing around Nadine. They realise that these people are playing football at the highest level, and they're starting to see what's required, and how much they have to commit and how hard they have to work to be the best in the business. So from that perspective, I'm sure she's bringing a lot to the competition. If you look at the fact that Tamika Butt was playing with Nadine over in Germany, that's really where the connection started. So we do have a number of our players now starting to play in different competitions around the world, and we do have some tremendous homegrown talent. You look at players like Lisa Devana and players like Tamika and players like Samantha Kerr, and there really are some tremendous young, up-and-coming, talented players who absolutely should aspire to be the best player in the world, and we'd love to think that could happen in the next 4 or 5 years. There's no question the W-League is already on the map, and you look at the players that are coming out from places like the US, different parts of Europe, and it is becoming a competition where some of the best players in the world want to apply their trade. So we're pleased that it's on the map. This will help. And the fact that we've got the world's best player playing in Australia week in, week out is fantastic. And from that perspective, you look at the way the broadcast and the crowds are going, we're really pleased with the way the Westfield W-League is heading, and this will just give, I think, fans more impetus to come and watch what's the best players in the world, the best player in the world, and also some of the best players in the world playing around her as well. You look at when Alessandra Del Piero signed for Sydney FC, there's no question that the landscape changed, and obviously Emil Heskey and Shinji Ono signing on the back of that, top quality players that have made a material difference to both the way football's played and the way the fans across Australia are viewing the Hyundai A-League. And on the back of that, we've had huge interest. You would remember at the time there was talk about Ballack potentially coming out, and these are all people who played in World Cups, World Cup finals, world champions, and there are other international players who are looking at the Hyundai A-League very seriously now. So from our perspective, there's no doubt that Australia's on the map for football. It's wonderful that the women's game is getting so much recognition, and for us, one of the competitive advantages of football is that it is a bona fide sport that women have an active role in, and that's why this is so important to us. And we're just thrilled for Nadine, we're thrilled for Brisbane Roar, and we're thrilled for the Westfield W-League.